This is Optimal Finance Daily, episode 1125, Buy Your Freedom, Rent the Rest, by FIRECracker with JLCollinsNH.com. And I'm Dan, I'm your host, and this is where I read to you from some of the best blogs on personal finance, and I do that every single day, including weekends and holidays. And we actually have 5 shows where we do that same format, but covering different topics. You can search for Optimal Living Daily wherever you're hearing this to find all 5 of our narration-style podcasts. For now, let's get right to today's post as we continue optimizing your life. Buy Your Freedom, Rent the Rest, by FIRECracker with JLCollinsNH.com. Beware the white van. What's the most dangerous thing on the road? A drag racer? A Humvee? An 18-wheel tractor-trailer? Nope, nope, and nope. The real answer? A white van. Let me explain. You see, before we became financially independent and retired early to travel the world, we lived in a tiny remote Canadian town called Toronto. And even though our car-owning coworkers who spent freely and lavishly told us, "Oh, you can't possibly not have a car in Toronto," and feel free to replace Toronto with most any major North American city, we knew better. In fact, we knew we could ride the subways and buses, or walk to many of our favorite places for a tiny fraction of what it cost our friends to own a car. So, instead of owning, we joined a car-sharing service called Enterprise Car Share, which lets you sign out cars hourly. The car lot was conveniently located only a 5-minute walk from where we lived. And that decision would prove its worth on a deceivingly beautiful day in April. We were heading back to our rented flat, sensing a pattern here, after picking up our groceries. But just as we were about to turn into our driveway, a white van swerved and smashed into us. It happened so fast, I didn't even have time to blink. Thankfully, no one was hurt, and when the cops arrived, they even joked, "Hey, at least the beer is okay," gesturing to the 24s in our trunk. Surveying the damage, the police quickly pieced together what had happened. The car that hit us was a delivery van driven by a 60-year-old Greek dude who got impatient, crossed over the median, and tried to pass us on the wrong side of the road. Legal scholars may recognize this as a classic case of, say what? But somehow, once the insurance companies got involved, the accident got ruled 50% our fault. Jackass. But because the car was a rental, the insurance that came with our car share membership covered everything, and we didn't even need to wait for the car to be fixed. We were up and running with a new car the very next day. Had we owned, we would have had to pay $10,000 to get it fixed. The insurance would have covered it, but our premiums would have gone up, especially since the accident was 50% our fault. By using a group insurance plan through the car share, our insurance stayed at a ridiculously affordable $45 a year. And by using car sharing, we only paid a $125 one-time sign-up fee and $10.25 an hour for the rental car. Since we use the car only a couple times a month, 2 hours every 2 weeks for groceries, that adds up to a minuscule $551 a year, or $46 a month over 9 years. No extra cost for gas or maintenance, and no need to worry about depreciation. We can get a brand spanking new car every time with no added stress or cost. So the accident taught us 3 things that day. 1, don't own a car. 2, use car sharing instead. And 3, never trust a white van. Now, whenever we see a white van, Wanderer glares at it suspiciously while humming the theme from Jaws, and I immediately dive into the nearest bush. What we've learned about car sharing applies to housing as well. Because we rented and invested instead of owning a place in Toronto, we came out way ahead with a 7-figure portfolio and the option to retire early and travel the world. Had we bought an expensive house, most of our hard-earned cash would have been eaten away by housing costs. And this is why we're committed renters, both with housing and cars. Renting lets you get ahead because you don't need to take the financial risk to maintain a physical asset. You are also less stressed and you have more flexibility because your costs are always predictable. No surprise roof repairs, no hurricanes threatening to destroy your life savings, and no accidents totaling your car and skyrocketing your insurance premiums. Stress-free and predictable. That's the key to freedom. Now, I can hear a lot of keys clamoring and angry people fighting to justify their own situation, saying that renting isn't always better. And you know what? I get it. If you live in a city with crappy public transportation, it's a lot more challenging to get around without a car. And in some cities with reasonable housing prices, aka not Toronto or Vancouver, it can be cheaper to own than rent. But if you live in a city with a half-decent public transit system, ditch the car and use car sharing instead. You'll save a ton of money, decrease your stress, and be super fit if you switch it up with walking and biking. Similarly, if you live in a city with affordable housing, meaning the monthly rent is 1% or more of the cost of the house, buying might not be a horrible idea. The problem is, most of the time people buy blindly under the wrong assumption of renting is throwing your money away, and therefore owning always beats renting. Not true. And in fact, that belief is why most people can't seem to get ahead. The costs of owning are way higher than people think, and the worst part of these expenses are they are often unexpected. A car will slide into a snowbank, or a roof will spring a leak seemingly out of the blue, and then bam, you're out thousands and thousands of dollars. In fact, we keep hearing from our readers wondering why they keep getting hit with financial emergencies seemingly every month. This is why. When you rent and something breaks, it's someone else's problem to fix. But when you own, it's yours. And so it becomes really easy for a string of stuff going wrong to bleed away your money until you wake up 10 years later and wonder why you haven't gotten any further ahead. Instead, rent. You'll have a lot less stress, a lot more money, and way more freedom. Oh, and also, watch out for white vans. You just listened to the post titled Buy Your Freedom, Rent the Rest by FIRECracker with JLCollinsNH.com, and FIRECracker is a guest writer on JL's site. And that's going to do it for me today. Hope you have a happy rest of your day and that you're staying safe out there. And I will see you in the Thursday show tomorrow. That's where your optimal life awaits.